Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Saturday edition of the Cricket Happening Show. And in this particular Cricket Happening Show, we are going to look at three matches. One is we are going to look at how the Bangladesh-Zimbabwe test match is going on. Today was day 3. We will have a look at that. Bangladesh are definitely in the lead because they are batting currently, but what is good about it is they have already taken the first innings lead. So definitely they are on the ascendant as far as this test match is concerned, and it's very important for them to do this because they have to square the series if at all, because it's only a 2 test match series. We'll come to that later. So everything I'm going to do it in a very brief manner because I have 3 matches to cover. One is Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe. Then we go on to the IPL. Now Indian Premier League today didn't have the normal, if you say, the thrills, chills, spills. It was not available today. Everything went off in a very serene fashion, where the 36th match between Rajasthan Royals is a pretty one-sided affair against Sunrisers Hyderabad, with Rajasthan Royals dominating with the ball. Initially, James Faulkner, the man of the match, going to take off his first fiver in Indian Premier League. That was absolutely good to see. He was looking absolutely superb. So he was the architect there. He was the man of the match with 5 wickets for 20 runs of his 4 overs. And that really sunk the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And then as far as Rajasthan Royals were concerned, Shane Watson showed his class to make an unbeaten 98 to actually finish off the match. So it was a one-sided match. And one was looking at the key clash which was happening. That was the 37th match between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore. And everyone had only one thing in mind. How is Mumbai Indians going to stop Chris Gayle? But on a very good batting pitch, I thought the Royal Challengers Bangalore definitely faltered. It was a good game plan by the Mumbai Indians, with Lasith Malinga and Mitchell Johnson combining superbly, operating in tandem and keeping Chris Gayle in real check, and that was pretty important, and that resulted in Gayle being dismissed cheaply, and he didn't do much damage. And after that, there was not much contribution. Yes, we know Royal Challengers Bangalore have a very good unit, but this time it was not to be, because every bowler came to the party. Harbhajan Singh, Dhaval Kulkarni, who did very well with 3 wickets. So everyone came to the party, but I would say with a score Royal Challengers Bangalore was faced with a score of 194 on the board, which was put up by the Mumbai Indians, with Dane Smith in very cracking form. I'll come to all that later. What I'm going to do now is that just to tell you that Indian Premier League, normally we have seen a lot of matches which are always gone to the wire with with 2 balls remaining, 1 ball. But today the situation was pretty different. It all finished in a very serene fashion, and there were 2 one-sided matches today in the Indian Premier League. But as far as the 37th match was concerned between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore, that was a real surprise that Royal Challengers Bangalore went down without a fight. Well, so let's start off with the match between Bangladesh and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe resuming on their overnight score yesterday. They resumed at their overnight score, and they were all out for 282. The partnership between what was good about this partnership was, as you know, yesterday Malcolm Waller and Chigumbura were at the crease. So at 163, Waller fell a bit early. He was a victim of Sohail Ghazi for 32 with 4 fours. But Elton Chigumbura, as he has promised a lot, he has played a lot of test matches, and one has never seen Elton Chigumbura come up with a good knock. But today, this was the first time. He missed his century by 14 runs, but what a partnership it was. From 163, this partnership enabled Zimbabwe to really not follow on. If this partnership would have failed, then probably Zimbabwe would have followed on, but it was not to be, because of Elton Chigumbura and Mutumbami, the wicketkeeper who was making his debut, forming a very good, in fact not a debut, he made his debut in the last test match, but he's the wicketkeeper of the team, and he combined very well with Elton Chigumbura, and he was looking confident in his knock today of 42 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, but Chigumbura was the one who held his innings together, played some wonderful strokes to make 86. This was a good partnership. It yielded 85 runs. It took the score from 163 for 5 to 248, with Elton Chigumbura's contribution being 86 runs with 8 fours and 1 6. Mutumbami, the wicketkeeper, putting on an impressive 42 with 3 fours and 1 6. Other than that, there's nothing to really talk about. It was all cleaned up by the person, Robiul Islam, as he has been having a great Zimbabwe tour, no doubt about that. He took his second consecutive fiver there, 33 overs, 11 maidens, 85 runs and 5 wickets. I would say it was splendid bowling, because being a fast bowler, if you are able to bowl 33 overs, and one has seen that he is really a real workhorse. He doesn't tire, so he has lots of stamina, and Robiul Islam bowled superbly. 33 overs, 11 minutes, 85 runs and 5 deserving wickets for him. He was ably supported by Sohail Ghazi, the right-arm off spinner, 19 overs, 1 maiden, 59 runs and 4 wickets. So 282 in reply to 391. That essentially meant that the Bangladeshis took a 109 run lead in the match, and that 109 run lead came in pretty handy. It didn't start off well for Bangladesh. Bangladesh losing 3 wickets for just 18 runs, and the person who did the damage was Shingirai Masakadze at the top. Shingirai Masakadze was actually, in fact, the breakthrough was actually given by Shingirai Masakadze. As you know, Shingirai Masakadze likes to hit the deck hard and gets the ball to really move away from the batsman, and that's what resulted in 2 wickets. One was Tamim Iqbal, was caught by Mutumbami, but there was a slight doubt about that, whether that decision was correct. But well, that was it. 7 of 18 balls, he was gone. Jarul Islam was also caught behind of Shingirai Masakadze for 2, and Mohammad Ashraful was a bit perplexed when the umpire raised his finger when Jarvis actually trapped him on the pads, and that made the score 18 for 3. It required a rescue effort, it required a repair job. It was done in brief fashion with Shakib Al Hasan, the experienced batsman, in the middle, along with Mominul Haq. But Mominul Haq, after making 29, was a victim of Shingirai Masakadze. His brother taking the catch there in the deep. He was gone for 29 with 1-4, and then once again the score became 65 for 4, and then there were 2 experienced batsmen in the middle, Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim, the captain, but both of them really put their heads down and put up a very good partnership, which yielded 180 odd runs, and that was a good partnership. Shakib Al Hasan's contribution was 59 with 5 fours, but Shakib Al Hasan unfortunately towards the close of play was out to the bowling of Hamilton Masakadze, caught by Mutumbami. He was gone for 59 with 5 fours. Mushfiqur Rahim, the captain, was undefeated on 50 with 6 fours, really holding the hopes of the Bangladeshis, I would say, with Nasir Hussain not out on 6. 163 for 5, but Bangladesh definitely on the ascendant here, going into the 4th day. At stumps on day 3, Bangladesh finishing at 163 for 5. That essentially meant that Bangladesh were leading by 272 runs with the first innings lead. And I'm not going to go into bowling figures. The only bowling figures that I would like to speak about is Shingirai Masakadze, 14 overs, 2 maidens, 33 runs and 3 wickets. So now I'm shifting the focus on to the Indian Premier League. I take you down to the match between Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad, a pretty one-sided affair. Sunrisers Hyderabad were absolutely sinking like a ship, I would say, because at one point of time, the score for Sunrisers Hyderabad read 29 for 6. They were the ones who batted first after winning the toss. Kumar Sangakkara electing to bat, and they were absolutely in tatters. If you look at the first 6 wickets just fell for 29 runs. The damage was done by the person who really did the damage there was Faulkner. Faulkner today returning figures of 5 for 20 of his 4 overs. He took the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan, who was out for a duck. Kumar Sangakkara was gone wafting at a ball from Faulkner for 4. Vihari was out in the caught behind of the bowling of Cooper for 4. Thisara Pereira left out for 4, and KV Sharma was promoted, was out for 4. Reddy was a victim of Chandela. So that made the score 29 for 6, a very shaky. And the only reason that Sunrisers Hyderabad put 144 on the board was thanks to Darren Sammy, who knocked 60 runs of just 41 balls with 8 fours and 1 6, which really, and he got some support from Amit Mishra, who made 21 of 28 balls with 2 fours, 14 from Ashish Reddy, and 18 from Dale Steyn towards the end, cracking a few shots of just 8 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6. 144 for 9 of 20 overs was the score that Sunrisers Hyderabad had. As I said, James Faulkner was man of the match with 5 for 20. and 2 wickets to Chandila, 1 apiece to Kevon Cooper and Stuart Binney. As far as Rajasthan Royals were concerned, they definitely lost an early wicket of Ajinkya Rahane. He was caught by Sangakkara with the bowling of Steen for 1. He was really struggling against Dale Steyn. He was gone. But after that, well, it was nothing really to worry about. Rahul Dravid carved a neat 36 of 35 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. But the person who took them to victory was Shane Watson, playing in really classy fashion to be unbeaten on 98. With 13 of 53 balls only, 13 fours and 4 sixes. Stuart Binney was not out on 9, and that was the victory for Rajasthan Royals. A pretty one-sided match. Rajasthan Royals dominating with both bat as well as ball, and 146 for 2. Really nothing to talk about. Dale Steyn's bowling figures is something to talk about. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 15 for him. He bowled superbly. Ishan Sharma 3 overs 35, 4 overs 1 for 34. I'm not going to go into the bowling details right now, as I would like to talk about the other match, which is the 37th match between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore. So as far as the 36th match was concerned, Rajasthan Royals winning the match by 8 wickets, and the man of the match went to the 5-wicket haul taken by James Faulkner of Rajasthan Royals. The 37th match, Mumbai Indians were pitted against Royal Challengers Bangalore. One was probably looking forward to it, probably thinking it was played at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and well, I would say the Wankhede Stadium fans were absolutely they were full of glee. I'm sure they had lots of tension. They were probably thinking who is going to take care of Gale. But for Mumbai Indians, the good thing was that, on a very good batting pitch, Mumbai Indians went on to put up a very good score on the board, a very, very competitive total, 194 for 7 of their 20 overs, which was built up by Dwayne Smith cracking 50 as an opener of just 36 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes. Tendulkar, well, he didn't play any big strokes, but yes, he definitely hit 5 boundaries in his knock of 23 of 13 balls. Dinesh Karthik contributing, he was run out on 43 of 33 balls, 3 fours and 1 6. Kieron Pollard blasted 34 of just 16 deliveries, 2 fours and 3 sixes, and Harbhajan Singh making 16 of 8 balls with 3 fours. And this Mumbai Indians innings stood at a very princely 194 for 7 of 20 overs. Bowling figures, 1 for 35 for Rampal. RP Singh cost him 40 runs on the wicket. Unadkat, 4 overs, 1 for 32, 1 for 38 for Vinay Kumar. Syed Mohammad was more costly, 4 overs, no made 1 for 43. Now, as I said, Royal Challengers Bangalore, when they went into bat, probably they would have won. The only question on everyone's minds would be, definitely it would have been Royal Challenge for Mumbai Indians would have been, what is the antidote to actually stop Gale's hitting there. But today they definitely had an antidote there. What they did, it came in the form of 2 experienced speedsters operating, Mitchell Johnson from one end and Lasith Malinga from the other end. They definitely had a game plan and they stuck to it. They bowled a lot of bouncers to him, and Gale was definitely kept on check, and Gale could only manage 18 runs of 20 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, and he was the second wicket to go, and he was a victim of Harbhajan Singh, caught by Rayudu, and Harbhajan Singh did a Gangnam style, in fact including his Bhangra type into that. So that was very good to see. So Gale was gone for 18. So that was the big wicket taken. And after that, this innings really never got any momentum. Dilshan was dismissed for 13. He was the first wicket. He was the first wicket to go. In fact, Virat Kohli could contribute only 1 out to double Kulkarni. So what was good about it was, first Mitchell Johnson and Lasith Malinga did the job of checking the run flow, and as you know, the score was 194, so they had a mountain of runs to climb, and that was 9.70 runs per over. And Royal Challengers would have definitely banked on Chris Gale, but they also had all the wherewithal, like they had AB de Villiers, they had Virat Kohli, Saurav Tiwari, but no one could come to the party today. Dhaval Kulkarni came in, who had very good, is a local boy from Mumbai, and he really made it work. He came in and capitalized on that very, very good bowling spell done by Mitchell Johnson and Lasith Malinga, and started getting amongst the wickets. In fact, he had 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 19. He dismissed 3 people. He had the wicket of Dilshan, he had Virat Kohli's wicket for 1, AB de Villiers was dismissed for 2, Saurav Tiwari contributed 21 of 19 balls, and definitely once Kohli and AB de Villiers went, this score of 194 was definitely looking like a mountain. And yes, under the pressure, the Royal Challengers Bangalore couldn't really conjure up any tricks there, with the wickets falling at regular intervals. 21 to Saurav Tiwari of 19 balls with 1 6. Arun Karthik departed for 12 of just 8 deliveries with 1 4. And then towards the end, when the score when Syed Mohammad was out, the Royal Challengers Bangalore was led 85 for 7. But well, it was always going to be a very tough task, and that proved to be, with Ravi Rampal remaining not out on 23 of 18 balls with 3 fours, Vinay Kumar not out on 26 of 20 balls with 4 fours, and Royal Challengers Bangalore were restricted to a score of 136 for 7 by the Mumbai Indians at Wankhede Stadium, with Mumbai Indians victorious by 3 wickets. As I said, let's look at the bowling figures. Mitchell Johnson at the top, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 27. Lasith Malinga, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 25. They didn't take the wickets, but what they did, they kept Gale in check, they kept the Royal Challengers Bangalore innings in check. Dhaval Kulkarni came in, chipped in, 3 for 19, which was pretty crucial because he caught those very vital wickets of Dilshan, Kohli and de Villiers. So that was the cream was whipped away. Harbhajan Singh, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 21. Amongst that, the scalp included the very, very big scalp of the marauder Chris Gale. Dwayne Smith, 2 overs, 2 for 20 for him. Pollard Bowl, 2 overs for 19. Dwayne Smith of Mumbai Indians for his cracking knock at the top of the order of 50 runs of 36 balls with 4 fours and 3 sixes was named man of the match. Well, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, that concludes my cricket show for today. I will see you all tomorrow. There are 2 matches coming up tomorrow, we know the match is going to be, the one match which is going to be played first is going to be probably Chennai Super Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders at Chennai, and the next match which is coming up is of great significance because Raipur is hosting the first international match, and that is going to be played in Raipur. It is going to be played at Chhattisgarh in Raipur. This is the first time the stadium is hosting a match, and it will be interesting to see how the match pans out between two teams which are not really doing well in the IPL. It's Delhi Daredevils versus the Pune Warriors at Raipur. So until then, we will all have to wait, and I'll be back with my usual edition of this Cricket Happening show, covering up the happenings that went on in the Indian Premier League on a Sunday. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show of today. See you all tomorrow. Until then, it's good night.